Hi everyone, I chose the question, discuss one of the dominant motifs or visual themes that Hitchcock constructs within the film. Birds, taxidermy, money, or eyes. How do these themes allow us to see Norman as both harmless and terrifying? What does your theme hide about the serial killer? And what does your theme reveal about the serial killer? So I chose the eyes. And when you first meet Norman, he has very soft, smiley eyes. He portrays an innocence and put the viewer and Marion at ease. You can kind of tell like he wanted to make sure she was comfortable, she got something to eat, and he just exuberated like good intent. You can see that when Marion first came in, she was very paranoid and kind of always looking over her back, wasn't sure where she was, and then just by talking to him, she kind of broke down those walls and opened up to him a little bit, engaged in conversation. Throughout that conversation, there were some things that got brought up, especially after the scene where he was talking to his mother in the house, and you heard that a little bit of that verbal abuse. When he came back down, his eyes were a little bit scared and all that, and that caused Marion to kind of probe little questions, and you feel a little sorry for him. And that just opened up the door for more conversation to go down a different path. So when that conversation did go down a different path and it was more of a feeling of threat to Norman, that's where you could see his eyes get a little bit wide and there's a flash of anger and a little bit piercing, and that kind of put Marion on edge, like, oh, I just kind of maybe opened up a can of worms here. It also put the viewer like, maybe something's going on, he's trying to hide his crazy. And then she kind of backed up a little bit after that. And then you could really tell there was something dark within him, just kind of ready to come out. So skipping forward to the scenes where you actually see him killing the person, that's where you see his eyes are super wide, intense, just wild, unpredictable, and things like that. And it kind of gave the viewer that sense of fight or flight. Now, when you're sitting watching a movie, you're not really going to be fleeing the scene. You might cover your eyes and peek through your fingers type of feeling. So the eye theme can either hide a serial killer in plain sight if they can control their anger and portray an even-tempered individual that follows the norms of society. It can basically hide a serial killer's crazy and make their victims feel safe. On the flip side, this also can reveal that the serial killer is crazy and can lose control at the drop of a hat. So in Norman's case, if he felt triggered, then that split personality of his mother would come through and handle the situation and would take over, and that's where you see that flash. So that's why I chose the eyes, and that's what kind of came through for me. Thank you.